Yep, there it is. Hi everyone. We're gonna do the tag. Apparently feels like shit, so he doesn't want to. But he's gonna do it. The cross stitch tag, quiz tag for the partners or significant other. Okay, so there's a bunch of questions. You got to answer them. Don't get me kicked off this tube. I reckon you're probably gonna get a lot of these right. Oh, I'm gonna pen. This pen, paper. Right. So I got this from Stitching May, and I pulled a few other questions because I think he's going to get a lot of the ones right of the actual quiz. So I'm going to make it a bit harder, and I pulled some other questions, and I used like Tammy's acronyms to try and make it harder. So I think there's like 40 questions in total, but a lot of them are really short answers. So first question is, what is floss?
Thread.
Yeah, but
thread that you obviously use for your projects.
Okay, you need to talk a little louder than that. What is flosstube?
Where you find all your videos.
About?
Cross stitch.
What is a needle minder?
A little magnetic thing that you put your needle on.
Okay, that's close enough. What is a UFO? Stitching related.
Unfinished object.
Yep. What is a whip?
Work in progress.
And you're saying the fact that you've actually got that at work, and it written down.
Yeah, it's written on the concrete.
Written on the concrete. What is an FFO?
Yeah.
You know this. I just gave one to Marcia yesterday.
Pass. Next question.
You're gonna go back to it later?
Yeah, we'll go back to that one.
What
Probably not going to make any difference, but we'll go back.
What is a SAL? S-A-L. I've been talking about it. Brittany's doing one. Making one.
Yeah.
It's got those things in it. I showed you last night.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what it means.
I thought you'd do a lot of this.
All of a sudden I feel like I'm in year 10 again.
Because you're in front of the camera and I know that's how I feel all the time. I just ignore it. That's what I
Try and do, but it ain't working.
Stop staring at it. Sal. What's a sal? I'm going to be doing my first one, and it's Brittany's one. The one that sung the songs. And I showed you last night. I'm going to do it on, thinking about doing it on Tammy's fabric, the old map style.
Salve just means it comes with a stitch along.
Yes, that's it. What? What is a stitchy spot?
A stitchy spot.
I don't technically have one because there is nowhere in the house safe enough for me to.
Yeah, it's like your little craft corner.
Yeah, exactly. So mine's on the bed, basically.
Beside the bed, in the water.
You know what this is?
Under the bed.
What is frogging?
Hey, rip it.
What? Okay, so you answered
stitches.
Why they called it. Yeah. So basically, made a big mistake and you frog it. Why they call it frogging?
Yes, you've spent many hours frogging.
Because you
rip it.
Rip it. Get it? Yeah. What is Ada?
Ada's material that you stitch on.
But why is it Ada? What's the definition? Obviously, it's material that I stitch on, but I can stitch on denim if I use waste canvas. So, what's Ada? If you had to describe Ada to someone, what's Ada? What kind of weave is it?
Coarse, rigid, definitely not suitable for underwear.
No.
It's flat.
Yeah. Yeah, but okay. It's a. When I was describing it when I was talking about it the other day for a certain pattern, and I said the reason being you'd want to use the other kinds of fabric because it's a something weave. How much does he pay attention?
Yes, well, this is obviously going to prove false.
I thought you'd get this in 2 seconds. This is bad. I
No, I
thought you.
remember we were talking about it the other night.
And what did I specifically say about it?
To the fact that you got 80, you've got like 5 threads that all interline in the centre of the block.
Buckweave.
There you go.
I'll give you a half point.
Point at this moment, I am a welder.
He's a tradie. Yeah. What is a skein? Or skein?
Well, it's 8 yards of whatever floss you've got.
Yeah. But it's like the little
It's a little
bit
thing.
that I have to go and
Yeah.
buy.
Yeah.
What?
The trendy little knot things that the kids like.
What is a haul? H-A-U-L, because I know that sounds like H-A-L-L. What is a haul?
That could be a collection of all your bits together.
No. When I say I got some haul, you sort of, it's when I get stuff.
Yeah,
So like
that's
when
what
I get
when
like
you go and collect all your thread and everything else for a project.
when I
You
buy
get,
stuff.
you
Yeah,
go and
buying
get a
stuff.
haul.
Alright, so apparently you're half. I'll give you half. You said that. What is stash?
Well, it's either stuff you got or stuff you've gotten from someone else.
Yeah, so like the stuff I have in, say, my wardrobe.
Hater, linen.
Yeah. What
patterns.
is even weave?
Even weave is exactly as it stands. It means that each of the weave is even to each other.
What is linen? What's the difference between linen and even weave then? I'll put it that way.
From what I remember, even weave's flat, linen is under over stitch.
They're both under over weave. But what's the particular thing I don't like about linen? Okay, it's raw and it has slubs, which can make your stitches look uneven.
It's got the chunky bits.
Yeah, because it's linen's raw, where even weave has been machined and then woven, like, you know, it's got the over every, but it's one strand. And then Ada is a bunch of one strands linked in together to create blocks, and they're twisted over and under in the little blocks, and that's why it's a bitch to put your needle through. And that's why I say, like, that's what I was saying the other night, is that's why on certain projects you need, if you're doing it over 2, and even though it's the same size, like 14 count Ada and 28 count Jovelin, over 2 would be the same size. Over 1 on Ada, over 2 on Jovelin would be the same size. But when you come to the half stitches, quarter stitches, like on that Dragon Welcome, it had a lot of half and quarter and this, that, and the other stitches, and the back stitching, it's a lot easier to get the in the center block because there's already a hole there. And I like the even weave because it's an even weave rather than a linen that's got slubby bits in it. Yeah.
Lumpy.
So yeah. What are orts? It stands for something. O-R-T-S. Or can you even describe what they are? What, like, if you can't think of what the O-R-T-S stands for? No. Okay. So it's old raggedy threads, and it's the bits that I snip off and then fill into a basconia. Okay.
It's your little collection jar.
Yeah. What is railroading?
Something else we were talking about the other night. Oh, it's a particular stitch.
Yeah, it's normal cross stitching, but it's a method.
Yeah. At tail, end to tail.
Sort of. There's a particular thing you do when you're doing the X that you do with your needle. Especially when working with 2 threads.
Okay, that part escapes me.
Split the threads. So you come up through the hole with the 2 threads. You then split the threads with the needle and then drop your needle in while you have, so they lay flat beside, because sometimes they can twist. So yeah. So you're not getting a point for that because you didn't even have it. What is a bascornu?
It was a good guess.
What is a bascornu? And I want the meaning and the origin as well. So you know what a bascornu is. because I've
Yeah, fancy name for a pin cushion.
yes, very good. Yeah, right there. Now, what's the origin? Where did it originally originate from?
Probably Italy.
No. Do you like frogs?
Oh, yeah, that was that one. France.
And then, what's the meaning for biscornu? I've told you it.
More than likely.
But you didn't listen. No, it's not information. Every time something new it goes in my brain, something else. Yeah, pushes something old out.
Homer Simpson syndrome.
A biscornu means weird shaped or odd shaped. And because the biscornu, it's yes,
Irregular
two squares, but then how you join them is off center. So where you got like you put one corner to the center of one straight, and that begins the.
Just edit that part in.
No, sorry, but that makes the biscornu, and that odd shape.
Irregular object.
Yeah. What is Krennic?
A brand of floss.
No.
Actually, no, it's not. It's the shiny stuff.
Yeah, but what kind is it? You should know. What's the Pacific? We're looking for Pacific Ocean.
It's a lot of water.
Specific kind or fibre of said Krennic.
Oh no, we looked at a lot of it.
Remember we mentioned before that he's a welder?
Mm.
Metallic.
Yeah.
We do half point. What is HPI stand for?
His interest, please.
No, it's to do with fabric. It's to do with sizing of
Yeah, I
fabric.
was going to say, I mean, the
No, not the dimension.
or the thread count or something.
Yeah. But what does HPI stand for? You should know, considering you're a fabricator and you probably use it in some of your construction.
No, I learned old school.
Yeah, I know. But do you give up?
Yeah.
Holes per inch.
There you go.
So 14 count is 14 holes per inch.
Head already hurts.
I'll give it up. He's being a bitch. You should know this one and you should answer it very quickly. What is a Q-snap?
A plastic frame that holds your project while stitching.
That's really good. There's a lot of plastic frames out there.
One of them has Q-stack written.
What is a grime guard?
Those frilly little things that you sew up in all the different colours.
I don't know how any frilly ones.
They look frilly.
The
thing, the kids try to pinch them.
yeah, but what is it?
It's the thing that goes around the outside of the Q-snap
Why?
to protect the item.
Why?
Grab your hands.
And what else does it do?
Hmm?
What else does it do?
Gives you somewhere to stick your needle.
No, it's what a minder's for. It helps hold all the excess fabric out of the way.
Yeah.
I'll give you that one because you danced the first one. What is a HAID? What does HAID stand for?
Pattern.
Close?
Or a kit.
No. Or you can. It's a designer. And what does HAID stand for? H-A-E-D.
Probably Hades.
No. You're not kidding me, really? Seriously. Heaven and Earth Designs. You're not getting a point for that one.
I wouldn't give me a point either.
What is parking?
Parking's when you have a break.
No.
Go and have a smoke. Because you park your thread.
Close. Yeah, parking is parking your thread, but it's a particular form. Most people do it in 10 by 10 blocks and that kind of stuff.
Cross stitcher.
Yeah, but
forklift driver.
should listen, pay attention to crap that comes out my mouth.
I do, but I don't particularly sit there and watch your technique.
I'll give you a half point. I don't do it. I've tried it, and I don't really successfully do it. What is cross country? Out. Go. What is cross country?
Isn't it when you jump one part of the pattern to the other?
No.
No.
It's another form of stitching.
There you go.
It's where I go, like what I do basically, more to point at. The way I normally stitch is cross country by the fact that I work from a page, and do it like one colour, and then off on that page, and then do the next colour on that page, and then the next colour on that page, one at a time. But parking is you do it in 10 by 10 blocks, and every single colour that comes in that 10 by 10 block, and then you park the thread for the next 10 by 10 block. And yeah. Did you get that right or not? No.
No.
Out, please. What is thread heaven?
Thread heaven is that little blue box of stuff that you use to rub the thread on so it doesn't grip.
Yeah, and what else is it? What would you call it? It's a
Wax.
Conditioner.
No.
I'll give you that. That was pretty good.
Considering when you bought you all those big blocks of beeswax.
Yeah, I still use the beeswax. Yeah, actually, I use the beeswax a lot more. I just haven't had any projects where I need to be using beeswax since doing the dragon bag.
Trying to stop the kids from eating that stuff.
It smells so good. What is Mill Hill? It's a brand of things.
Needles.
No.
No?
I've rarely used them, but I picked up a whole heap from Windcraft the other week. Like super cheap.
Beads.
Yay! So you do listen. What is
I didn't say I stored the information. I do listen in that moment.
What is a back? I've said this one before.
Yeah, lots.
I don't really have any. Oh, technically, Tammy's one is a back. With the Mad Hatter.
Big ass project.
Yay! What is sex?
We have 3 kids.
They know. What is sex? SEX as an acronym, not.
Yeah, dots in between the letters. Crap. Nah.
Stitching enhancement experience, I think it is.
There you go.
I can't remember. I wrote these down ages ago.
The person judging me.
I can't remember what the next one was, but it was what does PhD stand for? I can't remember. We'll just cross that one out. I wrote down these ages ago. Going, I didn't write.
You need a cheat sheet for yourself.
I know, I didn't write the answer because I thought you were going to do it with me that week, and I had them all up in here. And
rough perfection, baby.
What is confetti?
When the pattern's got heaps of tiny little dots of different colours all over it.
Yay! What's an LNS?
Just lean in any further.
What's an LNS?
No.
American nail.
No, that's not LNS.
It stands for something. It's where I would go if we had any in this stupid town. Instead of Windcraft as well.
Obviously a store of some kind. Which we don't have.
We tried driving to one that was closing down.
No, the back of Marshall.
Yeah.
Was it like a stitchy store?
Yeah. Local needlework store.
Yeah. Just like BWS.
Sort of. What is a rack? Do you know what it is?
Now I know the other reason why you make those frilly things around the outside of the covers.
What
Just
is
to
it?
hold your rack.
What is a rack? I did my first one when Tammy had the sale recently, and you helped me pick out which one because the lady couldn't decide.
Random act of kindness.
Yay! You actually got the thing. I thought you were just going to say gift. Okay. What is the longest project I have worked on? I don't expect you to get the name of it.
That was your mum's project.
Yeah. The butterfly. Violet butterfly.
Yeah, the one that you nearly gave up on 3 times.
Yeah. What is your favourite whip? Oh, hang on, you can't answer this one because you don't know the answers to it. Aha. We need to go back here.
What is my favourite whip?
No. What is your what is an FFO? You passed on that one.
Hmm.
No, I didn't explain it. Finally finished object or fully finished object. So it's like in the frame, handed to Marcia. Like I said to you before.
Technically, my favourite bits that you're doing.
Hang on. Now let me ask the question.
Yeah.
What is your favourite whip, FFO or FO? So that would be FO is finished object. That I have done. So it can be something I'm doing or I've done. What was your
Well, the
question?
one I like at the moment is the one that you're doing, the Mad Hatter.
The Mad Hatter one.
Because of all the details.
So you can't get that wrong, really. That one, you can't get that wrong. You don't know, it's your opinion.
Sure about that?
No, you can't like Mad Hatter. You have to like the other one.
That's where you just start whispering at you. Say this one.
Subliminal messaging. How do I store my floss for a whip?
Did you put it back on those spool things?
What's the spool thing?
Lots of those things that I brought you.
Bobbins?
Yeah, that's one.
Yes, but where do I put the bobbins?
Back in the bobbin case.
No, I put them in a box. What I call my floss box. And I have them
That's what she said.
in little floss boxes for each individual project. Okay, I give you that because you said on the little swirl, the little.
Yeah, because when you've been asking me about colours and everything else like that.
Yeah, but that's
You pull out the boxes.
stash. That's the
You don't have a label.
Yeah, I do. That's why they have little numbers on them. That's why those boxes have 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's the master stash. How do I store them for my whip?
Yes, the code that you
How
designed for yourself.
do I store them for my whips? In little floss boxes. What did you think when I first said I was going to do floss tube videos?
Yeah, correct. That's your number 2.
Surprisingly enough, I haven't done one. I normally get on here and I'm like, no.
Been doing it all day at work.
Mm.
Everyone's been coming up going, you're all right.
Okay, so what did you think when I first said I was going to do floss tube videos?
Didn't think it'd take you that long to do the first one.
No, but like, what's your thought on me doing them? Like doing this?
Yeah. I have no issues with it. Hence the reason why you're using my computer to do it. I even went out and brought a brand new camera.
Yeah.
So you could do it.
What theme or say style of stitching do I do? I already answered this before.
Cross country.
Yeah, and what kind of theme do I do? Like, what's my theme of that I normally pick? If you had to put it into a like character,
Fantasy.
like for me, yeah, there you go, fantasy. Yeah. Let's see. What brand of needles do I use?
I know this one too. We went and drove all the way over the other side of town.
No, they don't sell them here in Australia. I have to order them in.
Yes, we found that out after going over for a drive.
Yeah.
Start with a B.
Yeah. It's a funny name.
Mm-hmm. It's like bread and noodle put together.
No.
Brennan?
Bowen.
Bowen.
Hey, there you go. I'll give you that one. And okay, so bar the general cross stitching, like doing little X's, what are the two other things I have expressed interest in doing related to needleworking kind of stuff?
Embroidery.
No.
Do I lose points for that one?
Well, no, technically not. But like in my like embroidery covers so much. Like the word needlework covers so much. So you need to be a little bit more specific because that's cheating by saying embroidery. That's just like saying, oh, well, okay, what's my hobby? On needlework. Well, no, it's not needlework in per se. You need to come in. Because if someone goes, what kind of car do you like? You know, if you said something with
I'll go point to the right side of that.
you know, like, or what do you drive? A car. And people are looking for the specific kind of like Holden.
All wheels on the steering.
Commodore or Ford.
You can go wash your mouth out. So
or Mazda.
Mazda's still better than Ford.
But yeah, you need to be more specific. There's two kinds I've expressed interest in. While you think I'll count.
Oh, the only thing that comes to mind is crap.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17,
Normally, most of the time, the needlework you express is every time I bump you of stabbing me with one.
No. Okay. You're not getting it. So, black work and hard hanger.
No, hard angle.
That's what I mean. It's a kind of needlework. It's a kind of embroidery because technically.
Okay, so it's like Meg and Tick.
Yeah, I could have used that expression too. Like, you know, you're a welder. What kind of welder are you? Meg, Tick, arc, stick. Do you want a drink? You're dying of thirst.
No, but I'm pretty sure your fans don't want me yakking on your video.
Oh, you could have left that bit out. That's just charming. Okay, you got like 29, 30 out of 40. Out of 39.
So what's that?
You got well, out of 39 because I couldn't remember what PhD stood for. But out of 39, you got 30. So you got 9 wrong. And in technicality, you didn't know, you skipped FFO, you basically skipped aughts. Yeah. You skipped the word sex. You didn't do too bad. Not bad. 39. No, 29. Sorry. 30 out of 39. And I think there was only like 12 questions originally. I thought you were going to get the first lot right. Like,
that probably makes 2 of us.
All the way down to like sex was the first one I thought you were going to have trouble with. All the ones before that, I thought you were going to get right. Like, just go, like, you know, what is an FO? Fully finished objects. What is a UFO? Yeah, unfinished object. What is this? What is that? What is this? And then you're going to go boom, 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 boom. That's why I put in extras.
Disappointment's a bitch.
Yeah, I know. This is how much you listen to me. I think someone's in trouble.
Next next video will be a solo one.
Yeah, next video I'm going to do my wet puppy. So you can bugger off now, and I'm going to stop this, and I'm going to try and do my work up there. I'm going to go feed the kids.
Yeah, the dog's hungry.
Okay. Not feed the kids to somebody. But that's it. Now I upload this one, and it's done. Did the tag. Finally, as I said, it's like a month ago that I was broke down questions.
It took 30 minutes.
It took like 30 minutes to get like 39 questions in.
That's
not too bad.
A minute a question,
That's not too bad.
considering you altered the test on me.
Oh, what? I altered the test on you. I think it took like 30 minutes. For
Everyone
some.
else gets 12 questions.
I think,
get
yeah,
like
I think
4.
some of the others took about 30 minutes for the shorter length questions. So you did pretty good. But you just passed instead of trying. They actually gave a try. And you know the other thing too? Bow and needles right there in the thing.
Wasn't looking there.
Alright, that's it. Bye.